Right now, right now. 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 Oh, I got a real good feeling.
We try to bring you high-quality educational and informational content every single day. Why do you think the price is having such an anemic time? The news story of the hour. Jump onto the chart. Is this the beginning of a massive financial unraveling? We've got to add a little addendum to the show map today. So we start here on the daily. Now, we've been looking at the RSI on Bitcoin's daily chart for the last several days. It always has been, but it's been increasing over the last 50 years since the government has been bigger. Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and welcome back to Coffee and Crypto Live. This is your week daily morning show where we bring you the latest and everything Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And in today's episode, Bitcoin is moonshotting. As you already know, Bitcoin is trading at just shy of $38,000, and in no less than 4 videos over the last week, I've been calling for $39,000 to $41,000 by the end of the year, and I told you that there is a very high likelihood that it could happen very soon. Over the last 2 weeks, I've outlined 2 different major scenarios that could take place on Bitcoin when Bitcoin was trading at about 35, about 3,000 lower than where it is right now. Of course, that rally has happened overnight. I detailed what I thought was the most likely scenario, which was a little bit of sideways trading between 33 and 35, and then a bounce and a rally up to 39 to 41 by the end of the year. And my second most likely scenario, which I gave probably about an 18% likelihood, that first scenario I gave about 22, 23% likelihood. That second scenario was that Bitcoin just moonshot straight to 38, or 39 or 41 anyway, and that's what's happening. We've talked extensively about how I firmly believe that Bitcoin will be at $41,000, $39,000 to $41,000 by the end of the year. You can even see Bitcoin rocketing to 40K by 4/20/24, 39 to 41 Bitcoin by, etc. $48,000 Bitcoin by year's end. There's quite a lot of analysis that has pointed in the direction of Bitcoin rallying, and we're very excited to be bringing you today's episode of Coffee and Crypto Live. We have so much that we're working on, and I am very excited to finally give you the announcement that I've been teasing. I'm very excited about this announcement, and the announcement is, drumroll please, I figured today would be no better time, there'd be no better time than today to tell you Climate of Crypto is coming back and better than ever. We're going to be putting it out on Thursdays at 2 p.m. I'm going to start off by putting out 1 episode a week, and then we're going to see if I can ramp up to 2 or 3 videos a week. But I want to make sure that I'm able to sustain what we're already doing, because what we're already doing right now is working so well. So shout out to everybody who loved Climate of Crypto and wants that to come back. That will be coming back. Got a lot of editing work to do. Also have a financial coaching call with someone today. Won't release the name, but shout out to them. If you guys are interested in financial coaching, there's a link in the description box down below where you can sign up for that as well. Mike Lowry is in chat. Said happy 48K. Not there yet, but probably soon. Philly Skills 1428 said, morning, Jeb. You called it. Joe Bollier's in chat. Said, good morning, Jeb. Crypto Mini Bike said, good morning, everyone. Crypto Surge. Hardcore for Life 86 said, first like. Boom. Yeah, smash the like button. Let's see if we can get to over 100 likes. There's already 100 people in chat, so hit the like button. Schmedley B in chat said, right now. Flying Ryan 2 said, to the moon. Philly Skills 1428 said, in Jeb we trust. Thank you. Alex Nibo's in chat. Jason Berry said, morning, Jeb and all. Queen said, 38K, then retrace, question mark. We shall talk about that today. Phaedra said, good morning, Jeb and friends. Good morning to you as well. Fast or we moon to 41K. Ignacio Augusto Piedra Husing said, haven't seen your name in a while. Good to see you, Ignacio. Crypto Mini Bike said, let me tell you something. The Drake equation is in chat. Alan is in chat. Lot of exciting things in chat today. All right. Let's go ahead and keep moving on here. There's an article I want to kind of start off with today over on investors.com. Bitcoin price bolts to $37,000 on ETF news. Crypto stocks rally. The price of Bitcoin swung to $37,000, hitting May 2022 highs early Thursday on continued expectations U.S. regulators will approve a Bitcoin exchange-traded fund. Speaking of ads.
Cryptocurrency prices and related stocks surged Thursday morning. The U.S. SEC opened talks with Grayscale Investment to discuss details about its application to convert its Bitcoin Trust product into a spot Bitcoin ETF. CoinDesk reported citing a person familiar with the matter. A U.S. appeals court in October ordered the SEC to review Grayscale's ETF application. The panel of judges for the USDC I'll just go off script and stop reading the article because I know what happened. The court case was basically ruled in favor of Grayscale and the not Judge Torres, that was in the XRP case. The judge in the U.S. District of Columbia Court said that your reasoning for declining Grayscale's application was, what's the technical term? Stupid. And so you need to go back to the drawing board and you need to either come up with another reason to deny Grayscale's application or you need to approve Grayscale's application. And so, of course, that means that by order of the court, the SEC has to go back to the drawing board with the application process of the Grayscale Bitcoin ETF. So they've reached out and started that process. And that's some of the news that we are witnessing moving the market today. Because, of course, as we've thought since October, Grayscale winning that court case was probably going to be a pretty massive deal for Bitcoin because the SEC really tried as hard as they could to get Grayscale knocked out of the ETF game, and they just were not able to really swing it. And so it's very possible that they won't have an argument or a leg to stand on to deny the Grayscale Bitcoin ETF at all. So Bitcoin is trading at 37.7, up 8.12% over the last 7 days, up 7% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum is doing well as well. Ethereum's up 5.7%, BNB up 3%, XRP up 3%. This is one of those moments where Bitcoin decides, nope, I'm taking back market dominance. And this is one of our factors that tells us that we are still in the wee morning hours of a bull market. Because during a full-on bull market, oftentimes Bitcoin won't start gobbling back up its market dominance. Instead, Bitcoin will allow it to continue flowing to the altcoins even as Bitcoin rallies, but we're still in the very early stages of the Bitcoin rally here, and you can see ever since last night, Bitcoin's market dominance rallied from 5.17 all the way up to from 51.7 all the way up to 52.4. So we're seeing a gaining in market dominance from Bitcoin, which indicates to us that the Bitcoin market is still in its very early phases of the bull market. When you get into the latter phases of a bull market, that's when you start to see the altcoins peel off and run independently of Bitcoin. But right now, Bitcoin is taking charge in a way that is not leaving the altcoins behind because they're still rallying, but is rallying faster than the collective altcoins are just on their own. And you can see that happening all over the place. XRP's up 2%, but Bitcoin's up 7%. Solana and Cardano have outpaced Bitcoin, which is exciting. I think that they're two undervalued projects right now. I never thought I'd say that about Solana. I'm mainly talking about Cardano, but Solana seems like it's going to grow quite a lot this bull market, even if I have some technical concerns with it. Chainlink up 14%, up 41% in the last 7 days. Needless to say, this is one of the most bullish weeks that we have seen on Bitcoin in quite some time. You can also see Litecoin up 3%, up 9% in the last 7 days. The cryptocurrency market as a whole is performing very, very, very well, and I will continue to advocate for essentially an index fund style investment approach to the altcoins space. Pick a bunch of altcoins, ideally probably just a smattering of the top 20. If you want to exclude a couple of them, I would not buy Bitcoin Cash. I'm just going to be honest. I think you're betting to fail there. I think you're going to make more money elsewhere. Other than that, buying the top 20 with a weighted percentage based on the market dominance, or even like the top 50 or the top 100, whatever it is you want to do, essentially buying it the same way you would the S&P 500 with an index fund. I looked yesterday. I tried to find a Bitcoin index fund, a cryptocurrency index fund. You can't really find one. Coinbase launched one, and it just didn't really work out for them. There's been several that have tried to get approval. Bitwise had one, but it's not really very well adopted. It doesn't seem to be doing very well. So if you're going to do that strategy at the moment anyway, you're kind of going to have to do it yourself. But essentially what I'm saying is that if you want to make the most of this bull market that's coming, because we just had, just to be clear, about $400 billion added to this space, and that's only going to go even higher. If you want to take advantage of those massive rallies that we are witnessing and that are going to continue, I think the best investment approach is to say, I'm going to dollar cost average into a basket of 20, 30, 50, 100 cryptocurrencies. How much are you going to dollar cost average? Well, that depends on the weighting of their market capitalization. Bitcoin's 51% dominant. Great. Put 50% or 52% or whatever of what you put in every week into Bitcoin. Ethereum is 13% market dominance. Great. Do that, right? Essentially, investing in the market like that, I think, is what's going to bring you the greatest return. And I am looking forward to getting that set up for myself because I want to run that strategy during this bull market. So that is going to take some setup because that's quite a complicated thing to do because there is not currently an index fund that you can buy like that. But I'm going to try and set it up for myself, and I will share with you how it goes. Is almost half a Bitcoin a lot? Yes, it absolutely is a lot. Bitcoin Trini in chat said, what's going on? You know, whenever you say that, Bitcoin Trini, I just realized you're quoting my intro. Whenever you say that, I'm always like, oh man, am I off topic? Like Bitcoin Trini, you just drop in and you say, what's going on? And I'm thinking, man, I thought I was doing a good job. I thought I was making compelling content, but you're like, what is this? No, you're just quoting the intro. I understand now. I've been confused the last several times I've seen you say that. I'm always like, oh man, I need to do better. I just take it as like a, oh gosh, I got to shape up, you know. If you're enjoying today's stream, hit that like button. Bitcoin dominance mooning, but wait for the alts are mooning too. Dewig said, good to see you, my friend. It's been a while. A lot of people coming back from the bear market. Lois Arena said, hi, Jeb from Texas. Shout out to Texas. I'm sorry, it's Texas. Been here since 2021. Good to see you, Lois or Lewis? Lewis? I'm not sure. Good to see you, Lois. Lewis? We'll call you Lewis. I'm sorry, it's probably Lois. Either way, let me just ask you a quick trick question. What is the population of Earth? Go ahead, tell me in chat. Anybody who gets it right will get a cookie. There you go. Anybody who comes even close to the correct answer will get a cookie. I'll drop a cookie emoji in chat. All right, let's keep going on here. We got a lot to talk about. Bitcoin right now trading at 37.8, and it is moonshotting. So let's break down some of our analysis here that we have talked about. The first thing that I want to bring to your attention is the Fibonacci retracement. The reason that I've been saying 39 to 41 for the last 3 weeks, ever since we've initially broke up to 35, was because if we go to a clean chart here, and we bring out our Fibonacci retracement, you're going to see that the golden pocket is sitting right here between $39,000 to $41,000. It's this little zone right about here. And so ever since Bitcoin broke through the 0.5% Fibonacci at about 32,000, call it 31.8, pretty much this local high. Ever since Bitcoin broke out of there, we've been looking at 39 to 41, and people have thought I was absolutely crazy. Some people thought I was crazy because they're saying, Jeb, you don't think it's going to 100K by the end of the year? You are a heathen and you are no longer part of the industry. That's what some people wanted to say. No, nobody actually said that, but I'm sure there are some people that felt that way based on the sentiment that I saw in the comments. But then there are also some people thinking, Jeb, 40K, that's just really high. I don't know if that's really doable. Well, it's funny because if you remember back to March of this year, our end of year prediction for Bitcoin was between $35,000 and $50,000. That was our end of year prediction that we set out in March. I can go back and show you right here. A clock will send Bitcoin to $50,000. I need to quote this video sometimes because in this video, I specifically say Bitcoin is going to $35,000 to $50,000. You can even see this chart in the background with Michael Saylor there. You can see this chart right here. That is this chart. This is the same chart that's in that thumbnail. That video went out 7 months ago. Let's just see. Will it tell me the date here? We'll have to go into the back end of YouTube. March 18th. So March 18th, I just rewind. The market was right here. The market was right here, and we were predicting 35 to 50 by the end of the year. And so now we run it forward, and that's where we are. So is that prediction coming true? Yes. Are we going to be able to reach the upper band of that, the 50K region? Maybe not quite, but I do believe that Bitcoin will be pushing up towards 39 to 41 by the end of the year. I have kind of reconfigured my price prediction in the last several weeks to say that what I'm expecting by the end of the year is at least 39 to 41K, and sure, it could go above 41K. But I believe that at this point, with all of the exuberance in this space, let me just change the way that looks. There we go. With all of the exuberance in this space, I do firmly believe that we're going to be at $39,000 to $41,000 by the end of the year. Again, the two scenarios that we drew here were a slightly more likely scenario of a correction down to 33 and then a rally sometime in the next about 2 to 3 weeks, or probably something like this, or just what we did right here. These were our two scenarios. I colored this one as slightly more likely because you guys know I have a slightly more conservative lean when it comes to price predictions because I would rather be pleasantly surprised and be prepared for the movement so that we're not taken off guard, but be pleasantly surprised. And this was my second prediction, that we were going to just go ahead and moonshot there in the next week or so. And so that's what's happening. Bitcoin is moving up to $39,000 to $41,000. But let's take a look at the technicals, because there are several things here that show us that this is not just a technical rally. This is a rally that is built on fundamental hype. This is built on a fundamental difference in the way that this market is being viewed by its investors. And that fundamental difference shows up very, very clearly here on the daily chart. On the daily chart, you can see that Bitcoin had just undergone a bearish cross on the MACD, the highest bearish cross, I might add, that we have seen in over 2 years. This was a massive bearish signal, and this is one of the ways that we were saying, look, Bitcoin's probably going to go through a small correction and then rally. And it won't be a huge correction, but a small correction and then rally. We also saw that RSI fell here below the 14 interval moving average. Moved below it down to about 71, but both of them have reversed. We're now seeing a bullish MACD cross once again on the daily chart. We're seeing a bullish cross on the RSI once again on the daily chart. We must be careful because at the moment, this is bearish RSI divergence, which could be a topping out formation. Notice that. Higher highs, lower highs on RSI. So we're really hoping that Bitcoin will go to 39 or 41K so that it can hold those levels, because it would send RSI high enough that we wouldn't actually have bearish RSI divergence that would send us further to the downside. The other component here that I want to mention is Lux Algo. If you will remember, part of the reason I said Bitcoin may go through a small correction or even just rally up to 36 or 37 first before a small correction, is that the take profit on Lux Algo's buy signal back here on the 28th of September gave us a price target between 35.2 and 37.6. Well, where are we right now? We're at 37.7. So Bitcoin has smashed all the way through this price target. Don't forget, by the way, though, that was not the original price target. The original price target was here between 29.3 and 31.6. Bitcoin hit that price target, and let me just remind you that we hit that price target 3 or 4 weeks after it came out. That price target came into play when we were at $26,000, $26,500. It was predicting 29 to 31.7. We rally and we hit it. Boom, it reset. Where did it go? It went to 35 to 37.7, and that's where we went now. We've broken through that. Lux Algo called this market. It called it. Technical analysis is one of, if not the greatest ways to predict what a market is going to do unless you have straight up insider information. I am a huge advocate for technical analysis, and I am so excited about technical analysis because I have been doing technical analysis for 6 years, and I'll tell you something, I'm so very thankful that I hitched my wagon to the right horse, which is technical analysis. There's a lot of people that get into a career or they get into a form of analysis and they're like, oh man, I got famous for this, but it doesn't work. I am so thankful for technical analysis because I got into it and I tell you what, it works. Now, just really quickly, I want to address all the wrong answers in the comments. We've got people saying 8.4 billion, 9 billion, 8 billion, 8.5 billion, 7.888 billion people. You guys are all about 5 orders of magnitude higher. It is not there. The population of Earth is not that high. And stay tuned so that you hear my answer so that you don't just think I'm crazy. Because I understand the population of Earth is 7.8 billion, but the population of Earth is not 7.8 billion. So try again. Put your thinking caps on. Put your thinking caps on. The population of Earth is 7.8 billion, but the population of Earth is not 7.8 billion. Okay? All right. I'll give you the answer at the end of the stream. Just waiting for the Dixie to go down, in my opinion. Joshua Carrero said, Carrero. I don't know. I can roll my R's. I'm just not very good at doing it quickly. 40% of the states are Tejanos. What is a Tejano? Is that a real thing? Tejano? The answer is 1,000 Doge. Nope, not quite. We survived the bear market. Boom. Love it. 21 million. Nope, not 21 million. That's how many Bitcoin there will ever be. The morning charts are bonkers today. Congrats on everyone that didn't give up on crypto. Yes. You know, it's so funny. I'll tell you a quick story and then we'll jump back into it. You guys will be so very thankful for this story, I think. I remember I was a freshman in college is what it was. I went to college for 1 semester and I dropped out because I said, this is a waste of time. My wife is about to graduate with her AA and she's like, man, I feel like I wasted my time. You know, it's cool. She's like, she worked very hard and, you know, it's a hard work plaque is what it is. Don't get me wrong. Totally respect people that go through college. But yeah, I was walking around college and one of my friends walked up to me, and this is when Bitcoin was. Let me just give you some charts here to kind of detail the story. Bitcoin was back over here. You know, that let's just celebrate a little bit. Bitcoin was back over here because I was a new technical analyst. I'd only been doing it for about a year, and I called that Bitcoin was going to rally from here. Bitcoin did not rally from there. It dropped 50%. I made a whoopsies. I was wrong. This is 5 years ago, you know. Learned a lot since then, and I would not have made the same call with the same information today. Anyway, it's why we have to learn technical analysis and get our experience. This was very clearly a descending triangle pattern. There very clearly was not enough exuberance in the market. I'm not green anymore. I can see that happening. But at the time, I didn't. And I said, oh, it's going to rally gradually. And then it crashed. So I was really kind of down. I was sad. Bitcoin's at $3,600. And a friend of mine walks up and he's like, Jeff, I just feel so bad for you. Like, you were going to be an engineer. You were going to go into astrophysics. And you decided to put that on pause because you wanted to go into YouTube and make videos on cryptocurrency. And now Bitcoin's down 85%. How do you feel about that? You know, that's not I'm grossly paraphrasing the conversation, but that's pretty much how the conversation went. And I was like, I am so emboldened because I believe in this space. And I know that one day it's going to go back to all-time high and beyond. And remember, when we were having that conversation, that was here. That was here. That was before any of this. This is in 2018. I remember it was cold outside, and it's not cold very often in Florida. It was January or February of 2019. I don't remember the date. But obviously, you skip forward, and we'll look at everything that's happened ever since. Pretty cool. All right. Anyway, enough about me. I like telling those stories because they are, you know, it's important. We need to have, being successful in cryptocurrency is not just a math equation. It's not just a math equation. Wait a minute. I think we might have a correct answer. Whoa, we have a correct answer in chat. Okay, I wasn't going to tell you until the end of stream, but we have a correct answer in chat. No Name said 901 is the population of Earth. No Name, where is Earth? I will let you be the one to tell us all where Earth is, because you, my friend, have the correct answer. The population of Earth is 901 souls. Where is that? No Name, please tell us. I got all of you. I got all of y'all. If you're enjoying today's stream, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We're having fun. No Name's going to tell us where Earth is. The Earth with only 901 souls in it. Because you got the correct answer. You need a cookie, my friend. Let me just real quick. Just drop a cookie emoji. There we go. Boom. For No Name. No Name said Lamb County, West Texas, United States. That's right. Welcome to Earth, Texas. Population 901. I told you were all many orders of magnitude too high. Had to do it to you. I had to do it to you. No Name got it right. I am so surprised. I didn't think anybody would get it. I thought you were all just going to make fun of me for saying, Jeb, you don't know what the population of Earth is. I do. We passed 8 billion a little while ago, didn't we? I think. Or we're almost at 8 billion. Go to Worldometer. They've got it. Back to crypto. Bitcoin's rallying quite a bit right now. It's above several important moving averages. The 20 EMA jumps out at me as being one of the most important. And even on the weekly chart, you can see here that we are going to be well above the 20 EMA. It's going to be right about here. Yep, there we go. Right about there. And you can see that the market has rallied grossly beyond it. But it's not only the monthly, it's not only the weekly chart 20 EMA that's important. It's also the weekly chart Lux Algo buy signal, which is predicting 41.4 to 48.314. This is another prediction I have for year's end. And if you will remember, we also talked about it over here on the YouTube channel. There's this video. Let's see here. Right about here. $48,314 Bitcoin by year's end. Lux Algo price prediction. That comes from this price target right there, 48,314. And at this point, I'm kind of thinking that's what's going to happen. We've got this little baby bull flag that formed right here. You can see it here. We extrapolate. Bitcoin's in the middle of breaking out. That pushes us to 45. Right now, 39 to 41 is our immediate price target above us. It is the Fibonacci golden pocket, and it is magnetic. Have you ever seen one of those movies and you've got the giant electromagnet? I'm just talking a huge electromagnet out there in the junkyard, and somebody drives a car under it, and then that was not the right noise. Let's just, it goes like, you know, it makes that thud. It just, boom, yanks it off the ground. That's kind of what happens when you're around a massive level of resistance, a massive zone of resistance, like 39 to 41K. And I think that that's what we're going to see happen here. You're going to have that electromagnetic pull yank the market all the way up to 39 to 41K. And it would not surprise me at all to see that happening very soon. This is what I said when Bitcoin broke above 32. I said it would not surprise me at all for Bitcoin to be at $35,000 within minutes or hours. That was my exact word. My exact words were minutes or hours of breaking 32. Within minutes or hours of breaking 32, that's where we were. And now I'm expecting the same thing may happen. Maybe not within minutes or hours, but I'm going to say within at least days. We very well may be at $39,000 to $41,000 because we're right there. We're already there. This is magnetism at work. From there, Bitcoin will probably go through a more aggressive correction. But let's not forget that during that time, Bitcoin has gained by $13,000. This is a bull market rally. These were pre-bull market rallies. These were pre-halving phase bull market rallies. $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. 13 grand. Let me say that again. 13 grand in less than a month. Right at a month. Bitcoin's up 44%. You want to know how much that equates to in market capitalization? Well, let's just quickly go over here to the total cryptocurrency market caps real quick. Total cryptocurrency market capitalization since a month ago is up $375 billion in a month. Tell me we're not going into a bull market. Go ahead, do it. Go ahead. I'd love to see your argument. I would love to see your argument. I would love to see your argument as to why Bitcoin is not going into a bull market, because I think it is very clearly going into a bull market. Artie Yang said, can you say it again? Tell me it's not going to a bull market. There you go. I think I got all of you. David said zing. What's the population of Uranus? 0. William said lol. Bitcoin Trini said Texas, baby. No Name said lol. Jerome said good one, Jeb. I got you. KBS said yes, Jeb, we believe. Bucko504 said you doubt the chat and internet. I don't doubt the chat and internet. Who's ever heard of the tale of Bodie McBoatface? If you've heard of the tale of Bodie McBoatface, then you know to believe in the internet. 901, yeah, that's mean. I got you good. As my 12-year-old daughter would say, you're being big-brained today. Oh, man. Crypto Mini Bike said, I've been paying attention to viewership on most YouTube channels in crypto, and most are starting to really go up. Yeah, and I can say that about our channel, because we've had almost 50,000 views in just the last 48 hours, including the viewership on this stream. I mean, our channel has been growing substantially. Very excited about that. And I've shown you guys the analytics. Most YouTubers won't do this because they're scared that you're going to see, oh, they have estimated revenue. Cool. It's not the only way that we bring in revenue for the company, but yeah, there you go. It's $1,000. I don't care if you see it. The viewership, 234,000 views. We're actually gaining subscribers again. I knew it would happen. I knew it would happen in the bull market. We would gain subscribers. 41,353 views in the last 48 hours. Very cool. Live subscriber count, you can see we're starting to go up. The subscribership is growing. It's exciting. You can see we're losing subscribers every once in a while, and a lot of that's because they're deactive accounts. But we're getting huge viewership. Yesterday on Wednesday, we got almost 22,000 views. Yesterday's video, come over here to content. Yesterday's video did very well. 81 subscribers, 10,000 views. Really excited about that, guys, because what I know is that if I make a video and it gets a bunch of views and it gets a bunch of subscribers, that means you guys must have liked it a bunch. And so I'm quite excited about the phone videos. I'm also very excited to be putting out Climate of Crypto videos as well. Can't wait for that. And in fact, we're going to try and train my, but we're going to see if we have the time. I'm thinking about training my wife up to be our editor. So that's going to be cool because she'll be able to contribute to the channel. And I think that that'll be a great way to bring her in on everything. I'm thinking about taking profits on alt holdings at approximately 41K. What would you be looking for time-wise? For $41,000? Oh boy, probably. Honestly, it's hard to tell because this is a technically driven rally, and all rallies are boundaried by technical analysis. Let me just clarify that. There are things that drive rallies, and there are boundaries within which rallies live. You can have a Formula One race car going 273 miles an hour or 224 miles an hour, whatever, but it's got boundaries, right? Right? So the rally is moving of its own accord. Why is it moving? Well, it's moving because of hype and exuberance. That's a very difficult thing to articulate. That's a very difficult thing to predict. It's very difficult to know by the analogy, the speed of the vehicle. But I can tell you where that vehicle very well may stop or may run into issues. It may run into issues on turn 4. because we know where the track is. Similarly, in the market, we might not know exactly the state of the rally because it's being driven by so much hype, and hype is a very difficult thing to quantify. But we do know where turn 4 is. Turn 4 is between $39,000 and $41,000. So we can tell where the next area that the market will run into trouble is, although we may not be able to tell exactly when it's going to get there, because since we don't know the state of the Formula One car, we don't know how fast it's going, so we don't have an ETA. Hopefully that makes sense. The point I'm making here is that I can't tell you with as much confidence when we're going to hit 39 to 41K. What I can tell you is that it's probably going to happen sooner than later, because although we don't have much information about the state of this rally, we do have enough information to tell you that it is a very aggressive rally. And again, there is that magnetism that happens around massive levels and zones of resistance that will probably suck the market back up to that level. As far as taking profits, not a bad idea at all if you're doing swing trading. If you're an investor, I stand by the fact that I think the best way to invest in the market is to pick a broad swath of the cryptocurrency market called the top 10, top 20, top 50, top 10 layer 1 projects. I don't necessarily think that's the best idea because some of them are going to win big, some of them are going to lose big. But the top 15 NFT platforms, top 10 DEXs, if they have a coin, whatever. Just pick a section of the market, ideally just running down the market capitalization list. Similarly, the S&P 500 is not 500 companies in tech, it's the 500 largest. Pick either the top 10, top 15, top 20, top 30, top 40, top 50 cryptocurrencies. Buy them as if you're buying an index fund. You'll have to set it up in a spreadsheet, rank ordering it by its market capitalization as market dominance, and then you have to pull a fraction out of everything and figure out, okay, if I'm investing $1,000 a week, if I'm investing $10 a week, if I'm investing $100 a week, how am I going to do this? If you have more money, it'll be easier to buy more altcoins. It does take a lot of work doing that. There are no boundaries at an F1 car when Max Verstappen is driving. Well, with a name like that, how could anything stop you? Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen. Yes. Sounds like he's stopping. The biggest part of waking... The best part of waking up is Bitcoin ramping up holdgers. Bodie McBoatface. Yes, who has ever heard of the legend of Bodie McBoatface? There was a research vessel that the research company or the government, I think it was the government. Gotta love Jeb's analogies. Yes, I come up with some weird analogies, don't I? That's part of the appeal of the channel. Welcome to Weird Analogy Central, where we have weird analogies, and it helps us to understand things. Basically what I try to do is I try to come to you here on the stream as if you typed in, explain this. Like if you went into ChatGPT and you said, explain this, and then they explained and you have no idea what they said. So then you said, now like I'm 3. And then they explain it and they use the analogy of blocks. That's basically me. I'm basically, you're telling me, explain this, and then you didn't understand it because it's all a bunch of technicals. And then you're like, okay, like it's 3. Okay, I'm not talking down to you. I'm just saying I like to speak that way if I can so that everybody can understand. I'm not saying that you don't understand the more complicated things, the individual who's listening to this. What I am saying is I like to be as complicated as I can be. Have you got any news on the rap battle? I have some bars written. Let me put it that way. I'm really busy. Newsflash, I am insanely busy. So I'm gonna put something together. I'm gonna try and put something together. By the way, Party in Backyard, who knows him? Who knows that guy? You know, the guy that did all the raps for PewDiePie? He's actually a friend of mine, and he wants to make a song with me. He's been wanting to make a song with me forever, for like 2 years. I feel so bad for the guy. So yeah, if you don't know who PewDiePie is, 111 million subscribers, king of YouTube. Real good feeling. Was in his wedding video. That's where I got it from. Party in Backyard, the guy that makes all his music, wants to make a song with me, and I was like, well, I'm flattered, but I might put something together with him. He wants to. That dude can put a track together in like 2 minutes. All right, one more question, one more comment, and then we're going to keep moving here. Yes, as far as the Bodie McBoatface thing is, they put it to a poll on the internet and had the internet choose the name, and they all came up with Bodie McBoatface. So they named the, $200 million research vessel Bodie McBoatface. All right, let's continue moving on here. Bitcoin trading at 37.5. One of the things that I also want to look at here is the monthly chart, Lux Algo, because things are shaping up to change quickly here. At the moment, we are still under a confirmed sell signal for Lux Algo. That confirmed sell signal had a price target down in the negatives, so it didn't really arc. But as far as it did work, but it wasn't really something we needed to worry too much about because it's just such a long-term time frame. But a buy signal could be very close around the corner because with the rally that we just saw, we now have trend catcher green. Whoa, that's a big story, isn't it? Yes, it is. Trend catcher green is significant because a buy signal coming in on the monthly chart would necessitate a huge price target. The price target for a buy signal on the monthly chart when we're already trading at 40, we'll probably have to go to at least 40 to get a buy signal. When we're already trading at 39 to 40, that price target would likely be sitting well over $70,000. Maybe $60,000 to $70,000 at its bottom, and maybe $90,000 to $100,000 at its top. If we see that Lux Algo buy signal, don't forget, Lux Algo is not easily ignored. If you look at monthly chart Lux Algo, it's got a rap sheet, guys. It's got a track record. It's one we should not ignore. Lux Algo obviously didn't exist in 2011, but backtesting the algorithm, you can see that it did a very good job, even in backtesting, of calling the cycle tops and cycle bottoms. We had a buy signal confirmed here that caught the back half of the bull market. Again, this is the monthly chart, so this is going to be an extremely lagging indicator. Weekly chart's going to be a much better indicator, but we're looking at the monthly chart right now. Monthly chart confirmed sell signal, called the bear market in 2018, called the bull market in 2019, 20, and 21. Bear market sell signal here, called the bear market. Bitcoin would drop by over 60% following that confirmation. And so while the weekly chart is probably a much better market to get buy signals for bull markets and bear markets on, the monthly chart shouldn't be ignored either, and both of them are very bullish and in the process of turning very bullish. You can see that green trend catcher is right there. We're above the 20 monthly exponential moving average, which is typically a very important sign for bull market strength. This is a moving average that the market hovers above during the course of bull markets and only really falls below at the bottom part of the bear market. We're now above that. We were trading around it. With this rally, we've broken through it and broken to the upside. So this is a major break in the climate of crypto. And so for that reason, we will be making climate of crypto videos on Bitcoin again because the climate of crypto is shifting. The climatological trends in the cryptocurrency market have changed dramatically in just the last month. And I'm excited about that content because it was climate of crypto that predicted that we were going to have $35,000 to $50,000 Bitcoin by year's end. It was climate of crypto that was predicting that not that XRP, but that Cardano would be moving up to 77 cents. Well, Cardano's not quite there yet, but it is on track to move there in the next year. I'm excited for Climate of Crypto because it's a series where it allows me to dive deep into the technical analysis and some fundamental analysis and explain to you guys what's going on from a climatological standpoint. Not what's happening day to day, not weather. We talk about weather here on Coffee and Crypto, but we talk about climate in the Climate of Crypto. And I'm excited because the Climate of Crypto is shifting, and I want to bring to you as much information as I possibly can about that. So make sure to stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, exciting content coming, and also make sure if you have not already to sign up for Lux Algo with the link in the description box down below using coupon code JEB30. Now, I have a question for you. Black Friday is coming up, and I want to know, let me see, should I ask this? Who's the rapper? Party in the Backyard. Yes, he's actually a producer. He's not a rapper, but he can rap, but he is mainly a producer. Who remembers CT2A and who loved CT2A? Can we drop a 1 in chat if anybody remembers CT2A? Drop a 2 in chat if you've never heard of CT2A. CT2A. Tell me in chat. Another lesson from the Bodie McBoatface story. The British government overrode the result and called it the Sir David Attenborough instead. This proves the importance of decentralization. They did? Are you serious? That boat should have been called the Bodie McBoatface. I'm sure even Mr. Sir David Attenborough. I'm sure even Sir David Attenborough, who loved to narrate on the orangutan, would have appreciated that. Silent is in chat, said, good morning, crypto fam. Good to see you. Biozine said, who? World Health Organization? Hopefully ETH will retrace to 2K and sustain that now that it has passed that huge limit. He's 97 years old. David Attenborough is still alive? I feel bad saying that. I just did not realize that because I thought he had passed. Well, that's good. That's good. Oh, cool. Well, good for him. Going for a solid 100. Good for good for that guy. R. Jackson said, CT2A got me into TA trading. Thanks, Jeb. Yes, well, the reason I mention it is because I am considering I'm considering bringing the CT2A back. I am considering bringing it back, and I would work through to update some of the videos. But look, even though some of the videos are 3 years old, they're timeless technical analysis. They'll still be relevant in 50 years because there's nothing topical, so they don't need to be reproduced. I just could. But everything in there is still relevant, just as relevant today as ever. CT2A sold over 5,000 copies. And CT2A is where we got, gosh, hitting my lights. That award from. That's from Teachable for being one of the biggest courses on Teachable. It's sitting right back there. I don't know if you can see it. It's the glass octagon. So tell me, would you guys like to see it back? Diego Maderos said, bring it back. And I would, if I brought it back, first and foremost, it would be more expensive just because it has to be. Part of the reason that I stopped it was it just was not a sustainable business model because everybody bought it. And then there wasn't anybody to sell it to. So it just didn't work forever. So if I brought it back, it'd be a slightly different business model, but I'd set it up in a way that it would feel largely the same to you guys. And there would be continual updates going into it as there used to be. So tell me if you guys would be interested in seeing CT2A come back. Again, 5,000 people went through CT2A, and a lot of the people in the cryptocurrency space credit their start to it. And that's just a really amazing thing. And we had the idea yesterday. We're like, why don't we bring CT2A back? You know, the bull market's coming. People love technical analysis. We're still known as one of the best technical analysis channels in the game. So why not bring it back? So tell me if you guys would be interested in that. I'm thinking about it. Bringing the McRib. I'm just kidding. We're bringing the CT2A back. No, CT2A is way better than the McRib. If anybody's ever had a McRib, then you will know. I don't understand the hype. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about Ethereum because we've had some questions on Ethereum and they are very important questions. Right now, Ethereum, you know, this is a little bit annoying. I'm gonna be straight with you. This chart is a chart that I was preparing yesterday, and every line on this chart has a purpose because this was going to be a Climate of Crypto video, and it probably still will be. But yesterday, I set up this chart and I started saying, I'm predicting a breakout above this downtrend. And then you know what Ethereum goes and does? It goes and does it before I actually got the video made. I was predicting a $3,100 Bitcoin, $3,100 ETH. Do you see this chart? I was preparing this. That's why I was like, oh, do I want to talk about ETH? Kind of broke my heart. Because I was already planning on making a video predicting what just happened and Ethereum beat me to the punch. I mean, you can see the arrow. The arrow's right here. I was predicting that we were going to either just break straight through it, we're going to have a small correction, then we're going to break straight through it, and then that's going to be a huge rally. So are we going to talk about Ethereum? Yes. Are we going to talk about Ethereum more in a future Climate of Crypto video? Probably. I've already done a lot of the charting for that video, so we'll probably end up using it. We'll always be talking about Ethereum. Ethereum will always be a major topic here on the channel because it's such an important project in the cryptocurrency space. But as far as Ethereum is concerned, I'll just go ahead and share with you some of the technicals and then stay tuned for Climate of Crypto because a lot more will be going into it than what I'm just going to show you today. There's a lot of findings I want to bring to you. We've got this major downtrend right here. Ethereum needed to break above it to enter into a new rally. Well, that has happened. And it makes sense because, again, one of the other things I was going to show you is that the daily chart and the weekly chart Lux Algo have been very bullish. Lux Algo predicted that the market was going to go above the downtrend. It now has done that. That was one of the reasons that I was going to predict that we were going to break this downtrend. Again, you can look. I didn't just draw this chart. This chart was drawn yesterday around 4 p.m. Eastern. Weekly chart, something else I wanted to bring to you guys' attention is that we're getting in the direction of having a confirmed buy signal from Lux Algo. We already have a buy signal. We just need a confirmation. On the weekly chart, we've got a 4 white soldiers candlestick formation, so that's cool. And we're on track to breaking above 2130. If Ethereum can break above 2130, then that's where it'll break out of what I call the transitionary zone, which is this red box right here. If we break out of the transitionary zone, that's where Ethereum goes, how should we say, hog wild. And so we will be able to make quite a lot of money on ETH if we are invested in it. So should you be invested in Ethereum? Yeah, I think so. Omi Moore said yes. News, BlackRock filing for spot Ethereum ETF. Look that up. Oh, wow. Oh, you're not joking. Okay, so there's an article over on the block that I assume you're referring to. This came out about 15 minutes ago. BlackRock has filed to register a new iShares Ethereum trust entity in Delaware. Okay, so obviously I haven't heard this because this broke while we were live, so let's read this article together. BlackRock has filed to register a new iShares Ethereum trust entity in Delaware. The website for the Delaware Department of State Division of Corporation shows BlackRock advisors filed today for an iShares Ethereum trust entity. BlackRock is currently awaiting a decision for its Bitcoin ETF application, for its spot Bitcoin ETF application from the SEC. Interesting. Okay, so this is a search box. BlackRock. I've never seen this website before in my entire life. Okay. Let's see. See, this is how you got to do technical analysis and fundamental analysis. You got to go digging into it. I have to figure out how this website works before I can even... Yeah. Not exactly sure what to look for in here. I could figure it out, but it's going to take longer than I want to look into on stream. But, all right, well, we know what the afternoon video is probably going to be. It's probably going to be about that. So, shout out to you, Greg, for breaking that here to me. Jeb, would you go into ETH even more if you are already in it at this stage, or wait for a dip? So I've got just a couple of minutes to say this. You should probably heavily consider getting a trade in on ETH right now, because that news has broken, but it has not been realized just yet. I may have been the first person in the entire YouTube space to talk about that. So that's about to be front page news within the hour. So Ethereum, again, we were just talking about analysis that we've done on it. Breakout of a couple of $100 or $200 could be right around the corner. Be careful, because it's already rallied so much. It's very extended. But when people realize that BlackRock filing just occurred, so long as it's actually real, the street is doing it. The world's largest asset manager has registered the Ethereum Trust, starting the process to offer a spot ETH ETF in the future. Yeah. Cool. Exciting, guys. All right. Well, we're running out of time, but I'm going to read some chat here before we wrap it out. Pronounced Ome. Ome, I'm sorry. That makes sense. Ethereum soaring on the news right now. Yes, Ethereum is doing very well. DCAing into ETH over the next couple of months is better than waiting for dips. I think DCAing is typically the better strategy, just because it's safer and you're still going to make a ton of money. Most of my chats are blocked. Not sure why. Second day in a row, Press O'Neill said. I wonder why that is. I don't know. That's really strange. I'm really sorry, Press O'Neill. I don't like that, and I don't know how to fix it. Jeb, would you convert ADA to Link or Solana? Probably to Link, but maybe into a little bit of both, to be honest. Hope you and your family are well. God bless. Thank you very much. All right. A lot of people saying yes to bringing back CT2A. A lot of people saying yes. Flight to quality, as Larry Fink said. Yes, ma'am. Yes, indeed, guys. All right, guys. Well, we're going to wrap it out, but we got a lot of content coming, so stay tuned. If you enjoyed today's stream, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that post notification bell, and also consider signing up for Apex. If you're trying to make leverage trades in the cryptocurrency space, then one of the best places to do it is on Apex. If I show you over on the exchanges, here are the DEXs. It is the number 8 DEX in the cryptocurrency space. Actually, I'm sorry, I just jumped up a lot. It's at number 4. Wow, it was at 8 a while ago, like a couple of days ago. Now it's up to number 4. Huge amount of trading volume going on in Apex protocol right now. Absolutely exploding. And a big part of the reason for that is because it is essentially built in a way that it looks a lot like Bybit. It looks exceptionally similar to Bybit. Once you connect your wallet over here, because it's a decentralized exchange, you'll have the whole trading panel over here. You can go up to 100x leverage. Use leverage with a lot of care. It is a form of debt. And, the borrower slave to the lender, you've heard that before. That's the Bible speaking, not Dave Ramsey. He's quoting the word of God. So do be careful with leverage, but there is a place for it. And if you know what you're doing, you can make a lot of money with it. Make sure you're using tight stop losses and make sure you're being very careful. But if you're going to trade cryptocurrency, I think that Apex is the best place to do it. And you can sign up with the link in the description box down below. And if you do sign up for Apex with the link in the description box down below, you will be helping to support our channel, and you will also be getting access to a protocol, a decentralized exchange that will help you to make leverage trades, even if you're in the United States. If you're like me and you would like to use Bybit, but you can't because of the KYC stuff, and you're worried about, first of all, is it ethical to lie about where you are? I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm just not sure that I want to do it personally. Are you concerned about, them finding out and taking all your funds. Bybit wouldn't do that, but they could be forced to do that by the United States government, you know. If you just kind of don't want to get mixed up in that and use a VPN and whatnot, again, I'm not going to condemn you if you do. I don't care. Do what you want. But if those are concerns for you, and you're in the United States, but you still want to trade on a Bybit-style cryptocurrency, a Bybit-style exchange, Apex was built in partnership with Bybit and works very, very closely with Bybit. And it does a very good job of emulating a lot of the nice trading and exchange features that you are used to. So make sure to check it out. Again, you can use the link in the description box down below to sign up for Apex. And if you do, you'll be helping to support our channel. Read chat one more time here, and then we'll wrap it out. Diego said, try closing the app and reopening it. Yep, that'll do it. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it out. But before I go, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.